listen, when you're covering a game, sometimes your phone rings, a text pops off, you're checking on other scores, you're checking on some other things, and you're not looking at the floor. Please tell me that wasn't happening when Anthony Edwards launched on Daniel Gafford in Game 3. And, Dave, you were seeing that. Did you see it?
I caught it.
Okay.
And I'm going to out a colleague, no cheering in the press box or whatever, but yes. Mark Spears, Hall of Famer in the Basketball Hall of Fame.
Yes.
In Springfield, was sitting to my left. Mark got up out of his chair and did a full 360 to grab all the other media members around him.
It was unreal.
Because you don't see something like that every day. And he followed it with another score and then another pull-up jumper. And it was such a moment. And it felt like the tide had turned. And it did. Obviously, they tied it up. 87-87 going into the fourth quarter. He scored, I believe, 10 points in the third. But then May ran out of gas. He only took 3 shots in the fourth quarter. And that has been something that people have been talking about him around the team. And he's admitted himself that he's been exhausted at times during this playoff run. And ultimately, we may say that he's 22 years old, and that's the next step that he needs to make in his development to get to the next level, whether it be strength training or whether it be cardio training, whatever, to get through that next hump, because the skills jump off the court and through the air. Obviously, we saw with a dunk over Gafford, and he has an infectious personality. There's charisma oozing out of every pore, and I've just observed him around teammates, and it seems like to a man, he has great relationships on that team. And so I think he'll be someone that can lead them. Let's say they do have this playoff disappointment where this meteoric rise ends with a clunker of a series in Western Conference Finals. I think he'll have the force of personality to keep this group together in the offseason and motivate them to take the next step as we go into next year.
Catch the Rich Eisen Show every single day on the Roku channel, 12 to 3 Eastern, for free.